Namaste. Welcome. Welcome, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sadhana. Good evening and welcome to day 4. Day 4 of 7 days of compassion. This is a tarot challenge that came to me a couple of weeks ago as we were winding up the gratitude challenge of 2021, and this has been quite an extraordinary experience for me. It's been very, very personal, tapping into the medicine of the heart space, tapping into compassion. Hello to Angela. Thank you for being here tonight. And I just wanted to say that if there is anyone out there who is watching this back months, years from now, that this has been quite the experience. So like the gratitude challenge, the idea is that you draw a card the night before, you spend a day with a card and you reflect on it. The reflection is I've called it the frequency of compassion. And the frequency of compassion is the frequency of the heart space. And it is full of all kinds of unexpected things. I never in my wildest dreams could have imagined some of the things that have arisen from the cards that I've chosen and different things that have come up. So why don't we get into my card for today? I'll say hello to Mary Beth and to Well-Tempered Claire Andrew. So I put it up on the screen. My card for today, for the last 24 hours, was the Wheel. And I just found this card to be so very, very gentle in energy. And I want to say that I feel that nature, whatever word you want to use, Mother Nature, Shakti, being so gentle here with this creature on the leaf. And as I reflected on the Wheel, well, let's just talk about this card in particular. This could just as easily be a storm. And what we're looking at here is something that's very peaceful and calm. And yes, there is a movement. There is a current in the river, but the creature on the leaf is not disturbed, nor are the flowers that are surrounding the animal, and it's just all very beautiful. So yeah, so in reflecting on nature, reflecting on the elements and how the elements impact us on a daily, weekly, monthly basis during the different activities that we do, sometimes I feel like nature, and I don't know why I'm using that word, but I'm going to use that word, isn't very compassionate to us humans. There seems to be a underlying current to the weather. You know how sometimes we can manifest a clear day. Sometimes the strangest of climate shifts happen and things like that. And so, I don't know, there was just something about this card and my contemplation about how rough sometimes Mother Nature is with us. And I know from experience that especially the element of air has been hugely transformative for me. It's one of the elements. Actually, here's a good question for each of you. So through different studies and practices, I have learned different things from the elements in working with the elements. My relationship with fire completely changed when I did my shamanic training. And it was during that training as well, too, that my awareness of the effects of the element of air were so huge. And so it almost, to me, when I move into this kind of a mood, this kind of a reflection, feels like I can anthropomorphize the elements in the way they respond to us. So, please be gentle with us. And this has been a theme over the past few weeks that I have been asking for, for Spirit to please be gentle. Please be gentle. And I really like that this image feels really gentle. So Thumbelina vibes. I love that, Andrew. That's very sweet. Hello, V. Welcome. It's all, I don't know, it's all very, very, very interesting. So today, as I was contemplating this, the skies opened up and it was raining really, really hard. And I've been talking a bit about my walks over the last few days, and I have been walking, hiking 7 days a week on this particular trail. And I have decided that I'm kind of in a path. Whatever the elements are, I'm going to be on this path. And today I was walking. It was really muddy. It wasn't pleasant. It was slippery, but it was slippery in some places. I was just in this weird headspace, trying to understand the wheel, trying to understand the journey. And we're on this path. And, the path isn't always linear. Sometimes it's cyclical, like the wheel. But the conditions change. We're still on the same path, but the conditions change. And so my reflection just kept going back and forth between, you've got the card there, the idea of the wheel and us always being on this cycle. And it's not the wheel that changes, it's the elements that shift. The wheel always stays the same. Do we change? And so where the whole compassion piece was coming in is very much in self-compassion, as well as a reminder to my prayers and my thoughts about when I take on something like this, like a 40-day challenge or a 7-day challenge, or whatever it is that I do, a shift in my mantra or anything, to really learn to ease into it, to be gentle, to be kind, to tread lightly on my soul, so that I can still move forward and I can still progress, but it doesn't have to be at lightning speed. So there was a lot of self-compassion that came up, self-care, the importance of that true, like that kindness for oneself, looking after oneself. Very interesting kind of stuff that came up as I was, and I think it was because of the gentleness of the whole painting. So yeah, this little bug on the leaf looks very happy to me. Very, very happy. So let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat here. Penny, hello, Penny. Yeah, same path, different conditions. And so the weather, the current, the elements shift according to the season. But let's not forget that the macro, the external, is the internal. So it's always big. It's always deep, and I just have to laugh because sometimes it just kind of gets. I just kind of get carried away with all this stuff. Okay. So let me know how you're doing. I know a couple of people have said that they're going to do a video at the end of the week, and they're going to put all of their 7 draws together. And I've seen a couple of people on Instagram. Yeah, so I'm really curious, especially those of you that did the gratitude challenge. I'm curious about your experience with the difference in frequency between gratitude and compassion, or what is arising for you in these 2 different experiences. Because I have found them very, very different. And it's interesting because they're both medicines of the heart space. Yeah. This is another deck that's really big and chunky. I don't think I ever did that tarot tag about card deck snob or something like that. This US game stock is fine. It's just, I don't know if these cards are a weird shape or whatever they are. Okay. So where does my focus for compassion need to lie over the next 24 hours? Big exhale. And you guys have been so brave and bold. Some of the things that have arisen, like, I thank you for sharing everything that you have shared. I feel like there's been lots of mini readings within readings, and your interpretations have been really something. So I appreciate everything. Ooh, that was a strange little cut off the top. I'm feeling this is going to be another big one. Okay. It's a 7. 7s are not always easy. This is very gentle and very strange. Do you know this card? So this is a 7 of Pentacles. She's holding something that looks like a key. It's like she's going through a gate. And she has the key is tied to her right thigh. I'll go here. It's an odd card. Mr. Jeremy Hush, what do you have to say about this one? I tell you, this deck is just the strangest deck in some. I know, you guys, so many of you, oh, I love this deck. I love this deck. I'm still on the fence with this deck. Okay. You are enjoying a restful time surrounded by blooming prosperity. The vestments of the sparrow keep you in balance with the natural world. Your goals have benefited both you and the environment you share with others. The large key is a weighty trophy of your accomplishments. Oh my God, I don't get that at all. I mean, I understand what Jeremy's saying. But for me, there's something about that key being tied to the right thigh. And I'm going to need to, when you take a photo of a card and then you can really zoom in on it, because these pictures have a lot of little, oh, I see. The sparrow's on her right shoulder. I thought that was her hair. I see. The sparrow is on her right shoulder, and then the key, but the key is also on tied to the right thigh. Okay, I feel a song, I feel a poem about the sparrow coming up. I know the sparrow has a lot of stories and metaphor. Mary Beth's talking about gateways and portals. Key is a Hecate symbol. Hey, Joseph. This is my card for the next 24 hours. It's the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Those flowers, I shuffled in the other card, but those flowers look very similar to the flowers that were on the previous card that I had. So I'm going to have a look also at the floral correspondences between the cards that I've had, because sometimes that can reveal some information as well too. And Joseph said something about the deck. I think that deck could take part of a lifetime to uncover. Yes, yes, Tiny Trinkets agrees. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to explore the all the flora in the pictures that I've had so far. And I think I'm going to lay them all out and just kind of see what pops out at me, because I feel like there's some themes that are emerging here, and I don't want to miss any of that. Not a loosely RWS based Kestrel. There's lots of interesting and strange associations. Oh, you're talking about the gateways. The gateways, yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, poem about a sparrow. I just feel like that's going to come through for sure. So if you know any poems about a sparrow, you could send one to me. Yeah. Okay. So how did it go for, did anyone make a Brigide's cross? I was trying to find some material, and I wish I had been better prepared. I could have saved some straw from the summer. So I put my photo on Instagram. I just did something really simple with cedar and a few cards and some green candles. And I might have time to make a seed cake tomorrow. So that would be good. The energy around that reading that I did yesterday for St. Brigide's Day, and the whole energy of this feels very, very special. So this is not a focus that I've ever had for February 1st before. And I really, you know, when you expand, and this partly is coming from my, I shared this with you, right? So I'm going to do my year in the Wildwood, spend a whole year with this deck again, and really, really get to know the energy of the Sabbats through this book. And this book, interestingly, is not by the creators of the deck. It's by Alison Cross. So yes, I'll let you know how that goes too. I'll probably later on in the year do a video. So thank you. Thanks for being here tonight. Did you have any other questions or comments? Thanks, V. That blessing wasn't mine. That blessing was from it's an old Irish blessing that I found and shared. It's a beautiful, beautiful book, Gerald. Yeah, I really, yeah, I want to be open to this strange deck that is in my hands right now. The Wildwood comes a lot easier. A lot easier, as does the Tarot of the Sheep, which I'm also working on a video right now. So I will see you tomorrow. I will be on doing live readings at 6 p.m. and then back at 10 p.m. for this one. And then I will also be on at 11:11 tomorrow on Facebook, on the Oracles channel, doing live readings for a little bit. So yeah, so I will see you all very soon. It seems like there's always one little thing at the end I miss. Oh, good. Well, we can definitely we can definitely use the Wildwood Tarot in the class to, now that more of you have the deck and are working with it. So for sure, we can do that. Yeah. So good night, everybody. If it's top of your day, good day to you, and I'll see you all very soon. Namaste. Stay well.